You should always take quality time for yourself. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. No matter where you are in this great, big, beautiful world, hello. Race, 83 months. Thank you, friend. It's good to see you. I talk to myself all the time, too. Like, let's be honest. Full disclosure, I talk to myself all the time. I need to get the rest of this color pulled out of my hair. Because the other thing is, too, is that that's when the clock ticks. And then I can decide if I'm staying gray or not. I don't know. Somebody shared a clip with me the other day. Our friend Little Sia was on a show with Dex Bonus, who actually rated us like years and years ago, which is always super nice. She's a huge, huge streamer. And then Jesse Cox, I believe, also a big streamer. Very nice folks, as from everything I have ever heard or read or anything like that. But they do a podcast called The Geekenders. And they featured Little Sia, who's amazing. And at an hour and 9 minutes, apparently, she says something very kind about me, which she did not need to do, but she always does, like the awesome daughter that I consider her. And hi, Lily.
Pull the lever, Gronk.
Wrong lever. Story of my life. How are you, friend? So anyway, she says on the, not so anyway, but anyway, she says, so I don't forget to finish the story. It's the only reason. She's like, oh, a friend of mine who I consider my mom, which is always really nice, but she says that, had something really, I don't know the word she used, poignant, I don't know. It's very complimentary, regardless of what it was. You know, she says something and it, is really, maybe profound was the word. I don't know. It's very complimentary. These are not my words. And, it was something that I say all the time, and you've all heard me talk about wrinkles and signs of aging and stuff. And, we should wear them proudly. And I vaguely recall this conversation, but apparently I had it. So basically what I said to her, and I do say this often, and you all know that, I don't mind that I have signs of aging. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes it is noticeable that nobody comes in and tells me, oh, well, you don't look that old nobody says that anymore, right? That's okay. Because every wrinkle, every gray hair has been hard earned. And they are a sign that we are still here. And growing old is a privilege that is denied to so many. And I try to look at it like that. I get to still be here and continue to get experiences. And I always appreciate that. I have, I'll never forget the two high school classmates that died when I was a sophomore. They actually died the same day my dad died 24 years earlier. So that day just sucks in general. But I remember being 15 years old and seeing this 16-year-old and a 17-year-old, like going to their wakes and their funerals. And it was heartbreaking, right? Why did I still get to be here and they did not? And that's awful. So I take being here very as the privilege that I feel like it is. It's just one perspective though. You all are entitled to your own. And I hope that you have them and that you're good. Happy Sunday to everyone. Fritz, hello. I hope I did have to do a thing. The things are okay. Mostly. We will get to that. Fritz, I hope your travel home from Europe was good. Music, hello. Nerval, hello. This is, I guess, the Imperial Bowl. Welcome to the Imperial Bowl. Fritz, 81 months. Thank you so much. Thank you for the resub, love and hype in the channel. Yeah, it is now. Ghetto Nerd Society, hello. Am I going to TwitchCon? I'm going to try. Ghetto Nerd. I'm going to try. Yeah. I was on the fence about it. I was considering doing, Disney has a new race series. Hold on, this shows violence. They have they being Disney, has a new race series that is during Labor Day weekend. Oh, I'm sorry, the weekend after Labor Day weekend. So I was going to go do that. And if I did that, I wasn't going to go back a month later and do TwitchCon, or even a couple weeks later and do TwitchCon. So I was going to do the race weekend and not Twitch. However, in considering it, I realized that Labor Day weekend is Dragon Con every year. It is Labor Day weekend. The Disneyland, the old Dumbo weekend, which is now in January, was Labor Day weekend as well, but it wasn't. It's like PAX West. PAX West, I believe, is the first full weekend in September. That's what Dumbo is. I mean, the September race of Run Disney. It's the first full weekend in September. And I believe that they're doing that moving forward. So that means that for this year, the first full weekend in September is after Dragon Con. Right? All good. The first full weekend in September, 2025 is also would be okay because this is a leap year. But starting in 2026, it will be Labor Day weekend will be the first full weekend. And it will be like that for 5 out of 6 years, I believe. And maybe 7 out of 8 because of the leap year. I don't remember how it works. But regardless, we would be there for this year and next year. But Dragon Con's going to win over that race weekend. So the only reason I was considering it, besides the Haunted Mansion medal, is that I wanted to get a legacy race because they took my legacy race away with the Star Wars one. However, we won't be able to keep our legacy race. I already gave up MagFest for marathon weekend. I can't do it again. So no Halloween. So yes. Oh, I would say 80-20 TwitchCon. Come here. Hi. I am hoping to be on some panels and to be able to host some things at TwitchCon this year. So that makes me, hi. So I'm very excited about that potential. So I am planning to be there. The halftime setup is going to be our own version of the Puppy Bowl. It's going to be the Brody Bowl, where he just jumps on my lap and brings me toys and I throw them for him. Right, Bud? Hi. Do you want to have your own Puppy Bowl? I think if I had you watch the Puppy Bowl, all you would do is bark at them. Because you would want to play with them. So that's, hey, Dark Sun. Sandra, good luck to you at the con. This is one of the things I said when I was getting ready and the mic wasn't on. I'm very excited for you. I hope you get in, because that does sound stressful. Dark Sun, hello. The setup, I think, for the halftime show at the Imperial Bowl will be the dog. Hey, Seasonal Breads. Looking delicious today. I hope you're well. Kinery again, thank you for 83 months, my friend. I hope you're well. Rochelle, hello. How are you? What time does the Taylor Swift fan meet start, right? I don't know, actually. Hey, Siri. What time does the Superb Owl start?
The Chiefs battle the 49ers in Super Bowl 58 at 4:30 p.m.
4:30 p.m. Is that 4:30 probably at local time? Yeah. Okay. So we're in Mountain Time, so 4:30 here. What? It's so weird that the Super Bowl starts when it's light out here. Like it's so weird. Lynn, hello, and it's actually going to be in west of us. Do we know if Taylor made it from Tokyo? Do we know if she made it? Well, people were talking about like the travel of that she was going to have to do. Someone said they've renamed her flight something specific. Taylor Swift flight from Tokyo. And that you could track it. Taylor Swift's private jet lands at LAX. Yep. You know what was really funny is that people... Fox News finally cared about emissions by reporting on her jet, because they were like, oh my God, it's awful. Like, look at all the CO2 emissions she's using. I'm like, wait, what? Suddenly global warming's a thing? Okay, yeah, she landed in Los Angeles. It looks like it was yesterday even. Yeah, she did. She landed last night. So she got in with plenty of time. The LA Flights YouTube channel documented the whole thing. I mean, everyone needs to calm down. Apparently, in the biggest first world problem in history, the Vegas airport is running out of parking spots for private planes. Yep.
You know how we had 2 of these?
Yeah.
I just sold one.
You did.
$38.
Nice. He's like he's
That
eBay.
for a freebie.
No, hey, I like it. Right, good talk, self. We like it. Hey, Saucy, is Rev still on? I actually still have him. No, I don't. I guess he's off. I had him, oh no, he's still streaming. Yeah. Or he was. Maybe he's not. It says he is on mine. But it's the picture stopped. I don't know. Rev, if you don't know Rev Chumley, he's wonderful. A good friend of mine. Exclamation point! If could somebody just shout him out? Please go follow him. He's creating a mask. I don't know if he still is, but he was creating a mask that is the melting bard from the D&D movie, and it looks so good. Thank you. Thanks, babe. How are you, Saucy? It's good to see you again. Lily, I hope you're well. Speaking for, oh, you poured a drink, but what'd you get? I am, you know what? I have no problem with people who get facial or body enhancements, right? Body dysmorphia is a hell of a thing. And if people need to do things so that they feel better about their self-image, I'm all for it. I would also like to not expire, but here we are. I have considered doing some things in the past. I have a cousin. So my family, my dad's side of the family, we have a bunch of double first cousins. So she is genetically as close as a half sister. I think no, maybe actually, yeah, because she's a we share. Both sets of our great grandparents are the same people. So her mom's mom and her dad's dad were the same people as mine, but her mom is my grandmother's sister and her dad's my grandfather's brother. So anyway, she was a pediatric anesthesiologist for a long, long time, and then she started doing medical cosmetic surgeries and procedures instead. And so she does like Botox and eye fillers and lip fillers and stuff like that, and under eye fillers, not eye fillers. That'd be weird. And you know, all that type of stuff. And I have, you know, I don't know. It is one of those things that you consider as you get older, right? I don't really have like crow's feet, but I do have a big, what the hell with my eyeliner, which is weird because crow's feet run like my grandmother. Crow's feet are a big thing in my family, and I don't have them, right? Like, if I did anything, it would probably be my neck. I don't really love the way that's going, but whatever. But again, it's, you know, they are like medals for surviving this long. But like the brows, I don't need Botox. Under eyes, could I? Sure. Will I? No. I like my lines here. Right? I don't have any need for lip filler. So I don't really have anything I want to do. The only thing I do want, and I'll show you all. We're going to talk about things right now. This is my big face. Right here, you can barely see it, but there's like a little bump. When I pull it, you can see it. Right here. It's like a weird, like, I don't know. The doctor's like, I don't know what it is. I'm like, well, if we don't know what it is it, oh, thanks, Zozo. Oh, happy late birthday. Hold on. Happy late birthday. My birthday's in July. Just like yours. Thanks, Zozo. What's on your teeth? They're red.
I don't know.
Probably cookie. Yeah, the sugar cookie stuff. Fritz, again, thank you so much.
If you stretch his ears, his eyes look like like
The time has come. Clap them cheeks. Wait, hold on. Clap them cheeks. Do you still hear? Do you need me to clap them cheeks? Oh, damn, I think they're gone. So disappointed. He is snoozy. Thank you, Don. Hello, Don. So I'm catching up with chat. You can. Yeah, nothing against Usher. Here's the deal. I'm not a Swiftie, right? I'm not someone who wanted to see her live. I would have said I actually didn't like her at all. Like, I actively did not like her music until this new album, which is really kind of good. She's no Beyonce, but we also don't have to compare strong women against strong women. I mean, yeah, I let the woman live. Like, she's a human being, right? I mean, unless there's some people you talk to who believe she was created by the deep state, but whatever. People are amazingly bananas. Hey, Viking Witch! But yeah, please go give him a follow. You need to play at minimum 13 games of competitive Overwatch today. I'll play them with you after stream a little bit. Yeah, you should definitely catch up, but... You have a friend who's a first cousin like that. They're close to sisters genetically. Her mom's sister married her dad's brother. That's exactly the situation. Yeah. It's funny, too, though, because Linda and Larry, my cousins, look very different than me. And our grandmother's features are so heavily in my dad and then me. And then my grandfather's features were so heavily in my cousins. So it's weird. Like, we don't look alike, me and my cousins at all. It's also really funny when there's a ride at Disney. When I look down, I look like my mother. Like, when it like shows you like your face when you look down, just like my mom. But other than that, I don't really think I look like her a lot. So it's weird. Genetics are a funny thing. Oh, I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. I just tweeted that I woke up and chose violence. Gosh, you know when you're like, what the hell is on your tooth? Even though you brushed it? It's fine. Weird. From the cookie. The piece of the cookie. Thanks again, Sozo. So... That's me at my most attractive, by the way, if you're watching from front page. I went to Joann's yesterday. We might sew a little bit of that today. Anyway. Where was I going with that? Oh. I led with I had to do a thing, let's talk about it. You know, people think me and my sister are twins, Viking Witch, and my sister's adopted. But if you see us, it's hard not to see that. This is me and my sister. I mean, granted, we have filters on. Yeah, my sister and I are 9 years apart. Yeah. Right? Yeah, Lily's met my sister. Right? Like, you wouldn't know. There's us. Yeah. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, so like, right? Yoda not I am. Hello, welcome. So yeah, people thought we were twins growing up all the time. It was really funny, especially when I was in that I'm almost a decade older than her. So, waking up and choosing violence, I had to do a thing. Let's talk about it. If you follow me on Facebook, on my Imperialsworld account on Facebook, you probably saw this morning that I sent out a message that said I had to do a thing. Good news, bad news. I started with the bad news, right? And I'll just kind of read it because I think it sums it up well. The bad news is that my Juki, you all, if you've been here at all over the past 2 months, you have seen me wrestle with it. I've spent hours on stream. I've spent triple the hours off stream trying to fix this machine on my own because there are not a lot of options for in-home sewing machine repair in my area. If if I was to get it, excuse me, it would be very expensive and not worth, it would basically make it not worth it, because I can sell it for probably as much as I would have to pay to have someone come in to fix it, right? But I need it because I can't sew my heavy duty bags without it. Now, there's a lot of things that precipitated this mental conversation, and it was literally almost 24 hours of thought on this straight. And I've been thinking about it for a while anyway, but like straight, like let's noodle this through, including not sleeping for a lot of that. It's just, I don't have a car that I can fit it in to bring it to a repair place. My car's small, right? In-house repair is costly. In the 6 years I've had it, it has never made me happy. It hasn't. I replaced the servo motor on my own. I added the servo motor on my own, and even though it works fine, I never felt like it always felt like I wanted it to be more than it was. And that was really frustrating. It works. It worked, right? It's just not what I need it to be. Also, my skill set and my quality expectations for what it outputs have outgrown it. It is a solid machine, but it is not the machine that I need or want anymore, right? It's going to make someone super happy, right? It does make me sad, right? It's a great machine. And I think for people who are just starting out, like 6 years ago, this was the right decision for me, that machine. Absolutely. I have no regrets about that machine, buying that machine, right? I think at this point in time, though, I can sell it again for about what I would have to pay to bring someone in. Right? So I'm going to take that money. And I bought a new machine this morning. It gets here. The shipping time is 7 to 10 days, so we'll see. I had to do a lot of math, and it is not what I wanted to do because it was not in my budget. But I have almost the same amount of money that's going to stop being taken out of my account in April. So I split it up into 6 payments. And it will only be like $150 more, I think, for 5 months. And I will have to pay 1 month that is outside of that. So I was able to justify it. I also can pay it off early. I do get, hopefully we get, if my bonus at work comes through this year, I can just pay it off, right? That was the other thing. So I, I upgraded, because it's going to be hard. We are going to have to tighten our belts a little bit here. And I, yeah, I'm not, I have too many orders to have my machine out of commission, right? I have to fight with it too hard to get it to do the things that newer machines do much easier. And I have wanted this machine for quite some time, for years and years. So, it wasn't what I wanted to do, but I have easily, because I work on bags off stream, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have like 8 or 9 bags that are in queue to be made, that are ordered, right? I can't afford this downtime, literally and physically. Cannot afford this downtime. Mentally, financially, can't. So we'll see when it gets here. So, is it still snagging the Juki? So it was needed. It was. Hey kittens, hello, happy Sunday. this, yeah, I'm talking about the Juki. So we're gonna sell the Juki, after the new one gets here. Who wants to guess what I got? It should not be super hard to guess. I did want to get the leather strap cutting machine, but it seems to be extraneous for $2,500 just for leather straps. I don't need that. Although it's cool. In a world where I have disposable income and all I do is sew, then I would get that. But yeah. Hey, Random, what's going on? Hello, welcome back. Yeah, so I'm going to sell the Juki, and I'm going to be very public about it. Like, hey, it works, but there is something in the machine that is shredding thread. You just need, it just needs maintenance. It needs you to bring it to a sewing repair dude and repair it. So I'm going to sell it at a price with that in mind. I also have the original motor that I can sell as well as the servo motor. So I'm hoping that this seems to be an attractive package for someone who wants to upgrade their sewing machine prowess. They go for new at, gosh, how much do they go for new? 1181 in. How are you, Random? It's good to see you. New, they go for about 12 to 1400. I also have an upgraded plate, all this stuff. So, excuse me. So I would probably sell it for, I don't know, 8, 7, 6, anywhere between there. Depending, right? I have, it's ready to go. And the thing that really threw me yesterday is I was trying to top stitch, woven. Right? And granted, it was 4 or 5 layers of woven, which is why I was using that machine. And it wouldn't do it. I changed the needle. I sanded down underneath the foot because I had broken a needle. So I think what it is there is something that I have not found that has a slight little burr that is pulling, right? And that's not why I'm selling it, right? The machine itself is great. It works. It's awesome. I have extra bobbins for it. I have extra, bobbin cases for it. I have extra needles for it. I have all the tools that it came with. Like I said, the upgraded plate with the markings on it. I have this. It's a great machine. But the more I was thinking about it, I've just outgrown it. I did get the Texo. I did get the Texo. No! Oh, Brian! First of all, Brian, I love you. Secondly, in a very appropriate way. Secondly, it was funny, and I continue to believe that. It is one of those things that just happens. I did get a cylinder. I did not get the 2750. Sandra knows I got the 4800. If a piece of equipment is actively preventing you from working, exactly. So I didn't just get the 4800. Okay, so ignore the price. This is one site you can get it from, but I'm going to just show you because it's the easiest site to show you. They just came out with a 4800 Pro. Like, I went to the website and it was like new. I'm like, shit. And maybe it's been out for a while, but I don't know. So it is the 4800. I did not get this one with the pedal stand. I got this one. Because the extra $300 was not worth it to me. I was going to get that one, but I don't. This one has a bigger table, and this is what I wanted. So it's been out for a bit. Yeah, I don't think I had seen it, right? So this is the new one. It looks very similar to my current one. If you're like, what the hell's different, Misty? Let me show you. This is my current one, right? This is the Juki. Looks very similar, right? I'm not in the chair. Right. You can see the thread from me being just frustrated earlier. So it is a big mamma jamma. Our friend Sandra has a Texo as well. So this is how it looks. It comes with a servo motor. It has a laser sight to keep you from to help. These are the reasons I bought it, to help your stitches stay more straight. And I mean, because really the top stitching on this is why it's important. Well, it's important for two reasons. A, it chews through fabric, multiple layers of fabric, which is what I need for what I do. And B, the top stitching is like chef's kiss. So one thing was the laser sight. That's one reason. And then the other, it has a lot of additional, it will sew even stitches over. Hold on. Let me just show you the video.
When I started Leathercraft, I had this idea.
I don't need you, dude. Hold on.
Showing a broad range of leather goods, including bags, belts,
including
wallets,
bags,
upholstery,
thanks for
saddlebags,
mentioning that
satchels,
first.
and more. It is also suitable for
What's the difference between a satchel and a bag? Discuss.
sewing nylon webbing, canvas, denim, and synthetics. With its higher presser foot clearance, newly adopted dual tension control, adjustable presser foot climbing mechanism, and larger thread size capability, the 4800 offers increased work efficiency, along with the highest seam quality for fine leather products.
Fine leather
The
goods.
Texo
Treat
4800
yourself.
features a powerful compound walking foot feeding mechanism.
I already have a compound
capable of
walking foot
sewing
on the other
anything
machine, so I
from
know how
soft,
much I like
thin
them.
leather, denim, or heavy fabrics, all the way up to ½ inch. With the 10.5-inch long cylinder arm, you can easily sew into hard-to-reach
this-
areas and maneuver.
This. Hi, River. This thing right here is also the other game changer for me. Let me.
Adopted dual serial,
Dual tension's cool, but like,
full smart servo
yes,
control.
servo motor. I need it.
When the operation
The servo motor's like a clutch. It keeps you from going too fast. This machine, by the way, goes up to 2,500 stitches a minute. Whoa! Please don't stitch through
pedal
my
is
hands.
released, improving control and
It keeps
allowing
the needle
operator
down
to more easily
when you-
turn the product to sew a 90-degree corner.
When you take your foot off the pedal, it stops with the needle in the down position automatically. Like little things on industrial machines that aren't always there.
And perfectly align them
Their
into the
reverse
same holes
stitching
for
is
a clean,
amazing.
even finish.
Which will allow me to backstitch even though you're not really supposed to, but it will allow me because of the fact that it does it so well. Right? Like, look at that. It's beautiful. Where's the other thing? See the thing on the right, this rolly thing?
Adjustable and easy to swing up and out of the way.
This?
The swing down roller edge guide helps to feed the material.
That thing is amazing, and it's gonna be a game changer as well. The roller edge guide. I'm super excited. So I'm super excited, but at the same time, I wish I didn't have to buy it. Right? It's like a new car when your other car dies a horrible death. Yay, I'm glad I have a new car, but I'm not glad I had to get a new car. That's really where I'm at. Hi, Amy. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. What were you doing or playing? Let me know. I'm so happy to see you. I mean, the price does matter because I don't have the money. Right? Like, it won't matter once I churn out those bags and can get the money back and pay it off. But for the short term, it unfortunately it'll matter. You can visit and rub it down with a diaper, sure, but just make sure it's a clean one. It is sexy. Random, how are you, by the way? I don't think I saw that. The Pro, yeah, I'm so excited for it too, Sandra. You were a not insignificant part in selling me on it because I know how much you love your Texo. That was a thing. Full disclosure, we are going to sew today, but I want to let you all know that I have the Janome back out and I have the Burnett over here on the other side of my studio. Why, you might ask? Because this machine is just stronger. It should be, because it was significantly more money. The Burnett is a great machine. However, it I need the power of the Janome while the Juki is out of commission, because I can do 95% of the things I can do in the Juki on the Janome. It's that 5% that the Juki does better that I need it for, right? And that's chewing through those layers of. So I have that back out just so everybody knows. If you're like, why'd you switch back to the Janome? It's still a great machine. I still love it. I'm not gonna get rid of it because I like it. I like the Bernina though, and that's my main machine. So I just had to swap them out. Thank you, Sandra. It is also my dream machine. There is that too. Like I have been you all know, I have been wanting this machine for a long, long time and was doing so well at not pulling the trigger for it. Yeah. Thank you for supporting Canada's economy. You're so welcome. I'm happy to help our Canadian friends. You were just told something about you were just told something about Disney related that may turn into a thing for you. Tell me, River. Tell me. Disney Lorca trading cards, Pokemon but Disney characters. Ooh la la. Do you have a link? Tell me more. Make sure your needles is on the way back up before you backstitch or will jam. Good to know. Thank you. Playing Baldur's Gate. Oh my gosh. Enjoy your lurk. I need to finish my Baldur's Gate playthrough. I definitely lost my steam, but not my desire. So I know I will not let it go the way of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which I will still finish. If you came from Amy's channel, it's really nice to meet you. My name's Imperial. I sew things. I almost said I make video games. I like to make a lot of things. We're super happy to have you here. I don't blame you. I am thankful for you. Same as usual. I'm glad to hear it. Head to Joanne's. Enjoy. Oh, so they're physical cards. Okay. That's fascinating. Fascinating. So babe, just as a reminder, you really, really wanted to, get your, wait, I'm live on YouTube. Am I live on YouTube? Because I don't mean to be. You really, really want... I am. Okay. I don't mean to be live on YouTube, but here I am. Okay, let me then change the title of this. Sewing Live... Superb Owl Sunday 11th. Thank you for the follow. All right. Fixed it. Okay. Guess it does have a companion app. Okay. That's good to know. Danielle, our Danielle, thanks for the follow. Hey, Electric Kitty, guess what I bought today? I know everyone in the channel is going to say a sewing machine, but that's also true. But guess what I bought today? Thin Mints just for you. They are your Thin Mints. They're not even Thin Mints that I could just send you some. They are Thin Mints that I said, hey, babe, while I go in and get my coffee, will you pick them up? Can we... for Electric Kitty. I'm so excited for you too. I hope you like them. If you don't, they're still cookies. I would recommend when you get them, putting one sleeve of them in the freezer. That's how Andrew likes them. You know. Welcome back. I'm so excited too. When I saw them, I was like, go forth and get. Go forth and get. Okay, what are we doing? I'm going to put on my wireless microphone. And we're going to sew a little bit here. We're going to try. We're going to do our best. The rosy finish might have to wait for the new machine. I think what I might do over the next couple weeks, though, until we get the new machine, is start to make... And I actually... This might spurn something else, which is a sewing project organizer, right? Because I did make the little tin trays for all the hardware for each sewing project, but I really want to have something that I can like take all the fabric pieces in and like put it in and have it like everything in one. Like here's the pattern for that one, here's this, so I can put it to the side if I need to work on something else. Because then I can start putting together all the bags that need, all the parts for all the bags I'm working on that need just the woven parts, not the industrial machine parts. Because it'll just make it easier, A. And then B, what was the other thing I wanted to show you all? I have finally on its way. Well, I don't know if they've sent it. Oh, have you sent it yet? No. It is. Keep up to date. No. Wait, where's my new message from? Oh no, that was then. So I have ordered some zipper hardware based on some Galactic Star Cruiser things that I'm working on, and we being Andrew and I, may start making hardware and selling small batches of hardware. But there's so much that I don't have that I want. So we'll see. So this is, I'll show you on here. I need to watermark it before I put it online. This is one of the zipper pulls that's coming. If you are someone who is a fan of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Galactic Star Cruiser. This is Gaia's symbol. That is one zipper pull. And then that's the other. They are double-sided. So I'm super excited. Those are coming. I don't know that I'm going to sell them, just the hardware. But I might, depending on, depending. I have a lot of requests for bags. And I think once people see hardware and custom fabric, because now I have the printer, so I'm going to be able to print fabric on demand. Yeah, I'm excited. So that should be, gosh, when was the last time I heard from him? He's pretty good. He's quick, but it should be almost ready to ship. It's been almost 2 weeks. So he should have them, done. I don't see. Yeah, it's still processing. Okay, do it. One review. Oh, I have to write a review for it. Never mind. I was like, wait, do I have to review something? You already love After 8, so I believe you'll enjoy them too if you like that. Hey, Erin! Yes, freezer Thin Mints I've heard are the best Thin Mints, but I, as a tag-along person, I don't really do them. Shopping for something like that, the one you want's $130 on Amazon. Wait, shopping for something like what? It's also Chinese New Year. Exactly, yeah. You bleached your hair to try to get rid of the blue. It didn't get rid of it. Put a box of... Oh, jeez. They canceled each other out. Now you have green. Do you like it, though? Tag-alongs in the freezer are not my favorite. They just... I like the... yeah. But I love that for you, Erin. Am I going to get to see you in 2 weeks? Hey, Crimson! Envision something like the clear zipper bag that bedsheets come in. Yeah, you're envisioning, yes, something like that. But also with like folders and sections and like a bag for like some sort of pocket for hardware and things like that. Hopefully, maybe, yay. So, hey, Griffin Girl, lemonades are really good, but Lemonades, the company that makes lemonades, I don't like the rest of their cookies. So lemonades come from ABC Bakers. And the tag-alongs that I enjoy, which again are my favorite cookie ever, are from Little Brownie Bakers. So the ones from ABC Bakers are called like peanut butter patties. And they don't taste like my childhood. That's the problem, right? It's not that they are bad. They just don't taste like my childhood. Speaking of, not of that, but I'm going to, speaking of sewing, I'm switching to my wireless, so let me know how that sounds, and then we're gonna sew a little bit. Could be better, here, I feel you. Oh, thank you, Lily. I'm good. They're good, but I don't crave them like I do the tagalongs. So like if I saw them, I'd be okay. But if not, like I think I'm done getting Girl Scout cookies. This was our second order, but I appreciate it. Thank you. An order from back home. Yeah, because they around here it's all Little Brownie, which makes me happy. But maybe not so much those who want non-Little Brownie bakers. So the hint you want for organized project like what Lauren uses, a cart with removable drawers you can put your printer on. Yeah, a thing. I feel, yeah, I like what Lauren uses. I'm looking for something a little bit more portable. Like that I can stack and like maybe lie flatter or something like that. Something like that. As a former dealer, yeah, that's the thing. Zoe was such a big Girl Scout cookie seller for such a long time that I am, oh gosh, and it's so cutthroat around here. Like we went on errands this morning, and first we stopped for coffee, and that's the first place we went, and there were people there selling cookies. Went to the car wash. There weren't any at the car wash. Then we went to the gas station. There weren't any at the gas station. We went to King Supers, and then there was some outside the liquor store. And where was the other place? We saw 3. Oh, there, and then the supermarket itself had Girl Scout cookies. Yeah. You're intrigued. You need something. You're okay. I'll let you know. Yeah. Here. Absolutely. Oh, you are here. It's Lily. I saw the purple. I thought it was Griffin Girl. How are you, by the way, Griffin Girl? The one. So Colorado is known for many things, but one is legal marijuana, and we have places called dispensaries where you can purchase legal marijuana, legal in Colorado. The Girl Scouts have embraced putting booths outside the dispensary. I think that is brilliant. Supply and demand, my friends. Supply and demand. It is, right? So smart. The other thing, rack. That's a good idea, Dark Sun. Yeah. Something like you can hang some things on, maybe like with little hangers. Like you could like loop them and have them like, so you could see them, like almost like, sorting through clothes. I like that idea. Yeah, I like that a lot. Hey, is it Ket? You've also had Girl Scouts set up in line for the Chick-fil-A drive-thru. A perfect idea. It's a captive audience, right? The Girl Scout Council in Colorado took a little while to get there, to be okay with selling outside dispensaries. But now it's the first place that goes. Oh, like that? Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, too. I like that idea. Is it Ket? Okay. Well, hello, Ket. Welcome. All right. So we're going to sew. Actually, okay, real quick. I'm going to snooze it, but we have an ad starting in about 5 minutes. I do run ads on this channel, especially when we're on the front page this month for Black History Month. Welcome. Lots of amazing Black sewists in our history. Hopefully, I will go down as one of them. But the what was I gonna say? I had a point with that as well. So the oh gosh. So we are on the front page all month long, which is a wonderful honor. And as such, there's a lot of people like you maybe watching from the front page that just stay there and don't come in and say hi. Totally fine. As long as you're having a good time, that's all I care about. However, I run ads because when you have volume, ads make sense. And we can recoup a lot of things that are a lot of lost sub revenue that we don't get because money is in short supply, especially right now. So it helps there too. So I am so glad to hear that. You're never expected to talk. I love people who lurk, and I know you all are out there, but it's nice to be able to say hi if you are feeling up to it. Like, I know I don't always have the spoons to say hi to a streamer, but glad to see you. Back when we both lived at DC at one of the meetups. Oh, really? Oh, that's lovely. That seems like a million years ago. I feel like I've lived in Colorado for entirely too long. Like, at first it was, I felt like I had just got here, and then it flipped to too long immediately. There was no just enough. There was no Goldilocks bed. It was just... I have lived here almost 7 years. I don't understand it. We moved here in 2017. Yeah, at Old Ox. That was a lot of fun. Oh, you're in Colorado now too? Do you ever go to the Mile High meetups? You do? Okay, we're playing. Oh, that's a good idea too. The section tray. It's a little big, but it's a good, inexpensive. Oh, I like it. I have it on my list. I need to get there. List. I've been before, like pre-pandemic. That's a good question. When's the next one? If you are into Twitch, by the way, and you're like, oh, I wish I could meet other people on Twitch. I used to run the DC meetup. There are so many great meetups out there. Just FYI, if you are wishing that there was... wishing there was something in your area. There might be. The last one looks like... Oh, I don't know. Announcements? They had a fall 2023 meetup. I mean, now they do the whole thing like organizer meetup, like organizer applications and stuff like that. Like I had just started a meetup and then they organized it from a Twitch perspective, which was actually really cool. It gives you a lot of different benefits when you go through Twitch to do it. Okay, so there's nothing coming for Denver now. Wait, I can... What do you mean join? Oh, it says join, but was I not on it before? Okay. Weird. So yeah, so they just had one in the fall. Hopefully they'll have another one soon. I haven't seen Legion for a long time, so I'll have to see. But oh yeah, Mile High meetup. Yeah, I mean you've what? I don't even know how long you've been there for at this point. Like a year, 2 years, something like that. Yeah, the swag is fun. The Twitch sticker you got from that meetup is still in your car. I love it. Speaking of stickers, you moved here. Oh, so like only like within 6 months of each other, it sounds like. We have a bunch of stickers we need to get going on. Like sending out. Okay, we're going to sew. If you're watching and you don't have the ability to not see the ads, I apologize. The ad break is coming in about 30 seconds. This is a great time to stand up, stretch a little bit, get some water. Use the little streamer's room. Say hi to your family. Play with your dog. Play with your cat. Have your cat ignore you. Like, I know if I am streaming for a while and I ignore my dogs, they're right on me. Hydrate. I will take a drink myself. Yes. Hey, Cypher. How are you, friend? Yeah, the pandemic definitely made time weird. It does pay the bills. Come here, bro. Posture check. Stretch. Okay. All right. I'm on it. Come here. It's like Tamagotchi time. Come here, bro. Hi. You gonna say hi? Up. 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 No, here. Over here. There we go. So, guac. Ooh. No superb owl for you either? Yeah, we're gonna, my kiddo, my oldest wants to watch it for the Deadpool thing. I'm assuming he is going to nope out really early. So my plan is to stream a little bit and then make some dip We love dip. Okay. But we don't have any guac. Guacamole wasn't something I really liked for a long time. And then I had fresh guacamole and was like, oh shit, this is why people like it. Not that not liking it wasn't, allowed. Just you like or not like things all the time. Fresh is it was a game changer for me. It was a total game changer for me.
Can't win for shit, babe.
You can't what?
Can't win for shit.
Oh no. Have you not won at all?
Nope.
Oh, babies. How many games have you gotten in though?
4.
Okay.
All competitive.
Oh no. Learning how to make it was a big difference. Ooh. Do you have any methods that you recommend? So here's the deal with the new machine, right? As I talked about earlier, it was X budget, and it is not a cheap machine. However, my fundraising for this part of the year, like we did a brief subathon, right, for my 8-year anniversary, partnerversary. I will not be putting up any kind of goal. I will not be asking for any kind of tip to help fund the machine. This is my machine. It is a business expense. I can treat it as such. So getting out in front of that, I will appreciate greatly anything people want to do, but don't feel like the machine should be your reason why, right? Okay. Which bag? Let's do this one. It's an 1181N. $11.81 Yeah, and this is what I was. This is, just woven. I was trying to top stitch it last night, and it just kept shredding like 2 inches in, unwoven. So you had to have fresh guac in Vegas, right? Yeah. Ooh, red pepper. I've never seen that in there. Chili pepper, garlic salt, a little powdered onion. Oh, that sounds good. Why didn't we get guacamole, babe?
I don't know.
You know why?
We're having Rotel.
Because we're having Rotel in Velveeta. A, but B, because trying to find a fresh avocado in the Denver area is a unique challenge. So my plans for Super Bowl Sunday are, you're looking at it. We're going to do this. We're going to hang out upstairs with the kiddos a little bit. And I'm going to try to get some stuff done while we do. I got to pay for Denver Fan Expo. I got to, yeah. And then I have YouTube videos to film tonight. Because I have slacked off on that way too much and I do not want to get out of the habit. So I have like a bunch of videos half done. I do not want to get in that habit. It is a hole I find myself falling down more like in multiple ways. So I want to, I need to fix that. So that'll be something hopefully we do today. And what was I have a point here. I have a point here. I have a point here. So So yeah, so we have so much to do, and I'm so excited for all of it that I just need to get back to the point where like my gargantuan to-do list is what's driving me, right? Like instead of just yeah. 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 Okay. So this is not super aligned to this machine anymore because the other machine is smaller. So I am going to turn on the upper left camera, which should help a little bit. And we'll go from there. Why are you not using the machine that from the company that sponsored you? You ask. It's a good question. I'd love to tell you. I love my Burnett machine. It's a quality machine that does right by me, and I have no problems with it. With my Juki out of commission, I need a machine that can do some level of industrial sewing. And by that I mean, because that's kind of like a misnomer in terms of term. When I say that, I mean I need one that has a stronger motor, right? The simple fact is, this machine has a stronger motor than my Burnett. This machine also retails for about, I don't know. This machine retails for the MSRP, not what you pay for it, but the MSRP of this machine is about $7,000 compared to the MSRP of the other one, which is I think $2,000. So yeah, this is going to be a much different machine. However, I was saying this to Andrew the other day. If you said to me before I bought this one that I had the option of buying this one for the price I bought it for, or you could buy or you could buy the Janome, or you could buy the Burnett for the price that it is offered to the public for, what would you buy? And it would be the Burnett, hands down, every time. Like, holy whoa. Like, there's no reason I wouldn't, right? I love this machine, but there is not that much difference between this machine and that machine, besides like a motor. So I explain it more. I appreciate it. I explain it more because I think that it's important, as it was a long time for me before I worked with a sewing machine company for multiple reasons. And I don't want people to I don't want folks to have the wrong impression about why I am using a different machine, right? I have a lot of faith in that machine, and it can do almost anything I need it to do, right? The only thing it can't do, it can't automatically get a stronger motor. Right? So that's a definite, like, not something it can do. Okay. So I was just adjusting it. Do you know how long it took me to realize that I could use these instead of doing it on screen? I know, but I was like, wait, hold on. I can use those. Yeah, oops. Okay. That was not my finest hour. It's like, you know how sometimes you know how to use a machine, so you're like, oh, I don't need to read the instructions. That was me in this machine back in 2020. So I've had this machine for almost 4 years. Can y'all believe that we are only a month away from the 4th anniversary of March 2020? I mean, technically we're still in March 2020 in the way that somebody on TikTok played and I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house bored the other day, and it was like, whoa! It came for me. But yeah, so I got this machine March or April of 2020. honestly. And it's funny because I keep seeing all the reminders on Facebook, like the memories. It's like it was me starting my YouTube stuff 4 years ago. Like, I'm so excited, and it was part of why I got this machine, was that I wanted to up. Well, that and the platinum again, just kind of like the Texo. I had outgrown it, so yeah, fun times. Reminded that, you know, the pandemic and it's the busyness of that, and the job I was in ended up taking all of my all of my time and energy, and so I ended up making like 3 or 4 videos on my channel and back in 2020, and then having to stop. So, but that's part of why I'm gonna do some more videos this afternoon, because I have slowed down. I have gotten into the same trap where I feel like I don't have the time to do it. I just have to prioritize it. Anyway, all right. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I just, you know, I would hate, for example, for my friends from Burnett to come in and be like, oh, where's the machine? Well, a funny story about that. It's right here. And honestly, I do want to configure my studio so that I actually have reconfigured it a little bit, but now I'm going to have to do that even more with the new machine. I don't know where I'm going to put it. But I have the Burnett where I had the Janome. Hold on. I'll show you. So I'm going to move the Janome back to there so that I have them both, so that I can just use both of them. Because they definitely, you know, it's in right here. So I'll be able to, that's where the Janome will live, is over here. I'm going to clean that up, right? And then just across the way, we'll have the Burnett. And then, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to put the Texo exactly where the Juki is. Yeah. You know, so here's the deal. Me too, right? And I had that conversation with Burnett when I talked to them. I was like, look, I am looking to have, I'm looking to work with someone as a main machine, but I will never tell my audience that I only use this machine, because it will never be true, right? Like, I'm always going to use my brother. I'm always going to use my Janome. I'm always going to use my Juki, or now my Texo, right? And they were like, yeah, but, you know, here's the deal. When I need to sit down and do sewing in a certain category, wovens, clothing, cosplay, wallet, anything where it's not needing thickness, I'll use the Burnett. I like it, right? So in terms of preferred, right? That's where I'm at. And he was on board with that. And one thing I really liked about Burnett that was, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, a big selling point in working with them was the note that he was more focused on getting people sewing than getting people sewing on his product, because he believes that comes in time. That this product will speak for itself, and people who want to continue in their sewing journey will look to it as an option. And I like that. Right? Doesn't that sound delightful? Oh shoot, that's still on here, and we're not doing that. Ignore that. We already celebrated. Celebration over. I mean, you could sub if you want to, but you know. Oh, hold on. I got to change this to out of just chatting, because we're not just chatting. I was thinking I've been going to art, but I've been doing makers and crafting. And trying to get back into there. Going back and forth, rather, right? I do continue to wish that we had creative back and then just tags versus the current option, but I'm not in charge. Okay. And then, okay, creates the okay. I got to go back to the machine and just baste along the edges. Ideally, I should be pinning this, but I'm not. Because I am, at my heart of hearts, a lazy sewist. Which, don't ever let anyone shame you for that. It's okay. As long as we can produce something at the same quality, it's not a big deal. We just make sure that we are producing things at the same quality. Because if we're not, then you're not being lazy. I mean, technically you want to be efficient. Look at it like that, not lazy. That's probably the better way to say it. Oh, okay. I'm glad I did that. I did not realize I have a white bobbin in there. Luckily, that's interior, so it won't be seen. It's like, wait, what? I didn't remember why I did that. Okay. I feel like today is like make people's brains explode day. So people are mad about Taylor, I don't know, existing, right? And again, my favorite conspiracy that I've heard as of late is that, and I swear this is real. I mean, a real conspiracy, not actually real, that people think that the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl is all a ploy, and Taylor dating Travis Kelce is all a ploy to get the current president reelected. So I think that if you've ever, as a side note, if you're someone who's like, you know what I've always wanted to do? I've wanted to get banned from a channel like that without any questions. Just come in, if you're watching from the front page, and let me know if you think that that's true, because I'll take care of that for you. Hey, Soup! Have I ever been to Burning Man? No, I have not. I have a lot of friends who've gone. It's not my jam. It's not something that I would ever go to. But I've heard, I have a lot of friends who have gone to it and have had a really great time. And, yeah, Are you considering going? Meeting people at bars is that you hey McAss burger. First of all, can you tell me what's in the McAss? Because I would like to know. And that is the worst part about meeting people. It is that you meet people that go to bars. Exactly. Yeah. Whew. And then okay, so we're doing. This is the lining. That's going to be the top, and it's going to be black both ways. Let me hold on. Which one's which? Okay, so this is right side up for this. And this is right side up for that. So we're going to do the one that looks like this because it's the lining and that's correct. But it has the tape on it. Yeah, the fact that that's even still allowed at Twitch, like after our friend Itchy Nipples got he had to change his name, still pour one out for the itchiest of nipples. Cookie dough. I would like some cookie dough. Right, Erin? Exactly. Cookie dough. You have a lot of friends who have gone, but you've never been yourself either. So here's especially after last year when everybody got caught there, it seems to be that there are two types of folks that go to Burning Man these days, right? Like I mean multiple, right? But to break it down into top level categories with Burning Man, it has turned into the haves and the have-nots, right? And if you are rich in that, I'm not trying to slight the rich, but we can eat them. And I'm talking about the people like your freaking Chris Rock, who thousands of people are stuck in Burning Man, and he and Diplo find a ride. Like, how's that happen? I mean, they might have gotten out by their own power, which it looks like they might have, but still, them being who they are did not hurt their cause. It seems like there's two groups of people, the haves and the have-nots. The haves get their trailer, like rent their RVs and have them fully appointed and dropped off for them. And it seems like they do, they're the type of people, I feel like, who would talk about how they're in the ghetto, like it's a funny place to visit, and they're not being like horrible people by saying it like that. They get all their stuff. They don't live the lifestyle while they're there. They are on like brand new bikes. They're wearing like stuff that makes them look like they fit in, but it's like Versace. And then there's the people who go and try to live what seems to be the Burning Man ethos. Neither one of those groups of people interest me to hang out with for a week. So I pass. I don't like the thought of being stranded in the middle of the desert, as this year showed. You're in a lake bed that when it gets wet, it gets soggy, and then everything goes to crap. I don't like... I feel like if something major... I feel like they are one catastrophic social breakdown away from like a mass murder. When I look at that, it just seems... It does not... The logistics and the stress of being in that situation to me would outweigh any fun I would personally have. It's also usually the same weekend as Dragon Con, which I already go to, so I'm good. I have talked to plenty of folks who say that that's not how they found it, and they love it, and they think it's a great time, and more power to them. It's just not for me. What's happening in the Twitch world? What? Huh? What? Lily, I'll have a drink. Hold on a second. Sounds like Coachella. Yes. Yes, it has a very Coachella vibe in my head. And okay, I would have loved to gone to Coachella, but only the one where it was Baychella, right? That's it. Other than that, I'm not interested in Coachella. Right, the idea of Burning Man sounds great. Yes, same, Electric Kitty. I would also rather have a dentist appointment every day of my life. When I saw, like, first of all, you have to rent an RV at this point, right? Like no one, you don't want to take an RV you own. But the thing is, no places within hundreds of miles will let you rent an RV for Burning Man anymore. So all these people rent them, say they're not going to Burning Man, go to Burning Man and bring them back destroyed, right? I don't want to hang out with people who are doing that. I don't. I just don't. Based. Okay. Right? Like, come on. I'm good. It's giving, I'm roughing it, but make it edgy. We don't use money. We just barter with expensive things that we were able to get, so we can barter for anything, versus the socks that you bought at Walmart, because that would be where I was at. And so you can get like a cigarette. Like then it turns into, I feel like the whole thing for me would turn into a week of how to turn a paperclip into a house. And if you've never seen that, let me know so I can explain the reference to you. Right, apocaglamping. Oh my gosh, that's a great way to put it. And again, if it's what floats your boat, I'm not trying to knock it. I'm just describing in vivid detail why I'm not interested in going. I grew up watching environmental impact. Yeah, exactly. I don't think there's a lot of leave it better than you found it. Cullen, it depends on which side of Burning Man you're on. That's the thing, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, there's the have and the have-nots, and I feel like if you're a have, sure, you can bring the you can do what you can just pay to have a good time. Right? You can throw enough money at it that you are not as inconvenienced as that you reduce your inconvenience while increasing the value in a way that is not available to most folks. I think that there are a certain amount of people, Cullen, like you're describing, who do respect the ethos of the event, and that they go and they're very pure-hearted. And I think that also to me sounds like something I don't want to do. The installation yurts. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure people have had like, yeah, yeah. And I think I think it's good. I think if they enjoy it and that they're being safe and environmentally conscious, I have no problem with it. But it seems from the outside that it's just a lot of hassle for something that has the fun. Like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, I probably would have gone if I had the opportunity, right? I feel like the spirit of the event, the people who embody the spirit of the event get fewer. There's fewer of them every year. And I know some of that is just like what you see on social media, and I don't know. I don't have a lot of desire to find out. I would rather go to something like, what is it? Neotropolis is the name of it. Crimson. Like that sounds like a great time. That sounds to me like a mini version of Burning Man, but with less bullshit. Yeah, I mean, everything you've said about it just seems exactly like it seems like what I would want Burning Man to be, but it isn't. So, only 74 days away. That's exciting. You used to spend a lot of time on Burning Man forums learning about water evaporation fountains. See, that's the thing, Cullen. I feel like that part of Burning Man, sign me up. That sounds super fun. Super fun to me. Living off the land, like all of that, like the whole, again, the original ethos of Burning Man seems like something I could jive with. But the current implementation of it and the current amount of I equate it to Woodstock 94 versus Woodstock 98, was it? Mud versus fire. Right? The first Woodstock post the original event, so the second Woodstock festival in Saugerties, New York in 1994 was amazing. I one day will find those pictures for you all and show you me in a hippie dress standing in the rain after having hitchhiked, having driven hours and hours to get there, crawling under a fence and getting to Woodstock. It was wonderful. It was exactly what I wanted it to be. It was peace, love, and music. It was great. 99, thank you. Yeah. I had the best time. I would do it again, without question, anytime I was able to do so. It was one of the most fun days of my life. 99 was like fire and awfulness, and nobody had the spirit. Everyone just wanted to do what they wanted. It was more like a Virgin Festival than Woodstock, and it was awful. Chaos on concrete. Totally not panicking. You're going to be great, Crimson. I can't wait to see what you make for clothing and for all the stuff. Those look great. See, I would stay in one of those. When is that picture from? Oh, 2010. You know what? That is peak when I would have gone to Burning Man. Absolutely. Zozo, do you know anything? Do you know what Burning Man is?
No.
Okay.
A man that's burning?
You know what? You're not wrong. They said a man that's burning. That is one of the facets of Burning Man. They do burn a man. I am making a bag. Like always, yes.
Is that all you make?
Is that all I make? No, it is, though, a lot of what I make. Wow, way to make me feel like I'm boring, Zozo. So, I'm joking. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel bad. Like, when you get better at sewing plushies, I feel like that's all you're gonna make. Am I right? Yeah. Called out. Is that all you make? Yes, it is. No. Cosplay will return soon. We have a lot of cosplay to get going. I'm watching Rev sculpt today for a mask he's going to wear to Dragon Con. It was very, oh crap. I got to get my Dragon Con groove on for costumes because I have a lot I want to do. The big one, I think, I mean, I would like to get Beyonce done. But we'll see. I want to fit into the base suit again that I had then, and I'm working on it. We'll see. But my main costume for this year is going to be Lilith from the Owl House. Another friend's doing Ida. Another friend is doing the principal. Somebody else is doing. What are you doing, babe?
I'm doing the.
You're doing a golden guard.
Went to school as a spy.
The golden guard. That.
Yes, the golden
Yes. So, yeah. And I'm doing Lilith and Hootie
with the mask over.
with the mask. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Still haven't won a game by now.
People still do them today, yes, but I feel like the vibe is different, Cullen, like from what it feels like. I have had friends who have gone who have also said similar things. Again, I don't know if they're just biased. Because there is always that same gatekeepy thing with some folks, and I'm not accusing this of them. They're different than that. But there is that, well, when I first started going, it was much better, and all these newbies and blah, like we heard about Dragon Con, right? Like the new folks don't know. Which, there's a certain amount of that, but it's also like, okay, great, let's help them know, right? Because people aren't going to figure out what they don't know if those who have come before don't help them, right? Like, I can't imagine going to Dragon Con. Like, when I went back in 2016, I can't imagine that having been my first experience at Dragon Con. And I know it was for so many people. Andrew went for the first time in 2017. I can't imagine how overwhelming it was, right? It was overwhelming for me seeing how much it had grown. I mean, when I left, it was half the size. When I stopped going for that span of years, right? So, but I'm going to be interested. Speaking of Dragon Con, I was talking about this earlier. I have decided, So I'm not doing the Halloween race at Disneyland, which bummer, but it's because of Dragon Con. Not because Dragon Con's happening, but because I think that this year's Dragon Con happens every year on Labor Day weekend. There are other events like PAX West that happen, I think, the first full week of September. So 9 times out of 10, that's going to overlap, right? Labor Day weekend is going to be the first full weekend of September. This year, it is not because it's on the 1st. The 1st is that Monday. Next year, it's not because the 1st is on that Monday because this is a leap year. In 2026, I will bet dollars to donuts if they have that race weekend again, it will be during Labor Day. That used to be the Walt Disney World half marathon, the Disneyland half marathon weekend, which is the Dumbo Double Dare. They have moved the Dumbo Double Dare to January, which is where Star Wars was. RIP, makes me mad. However, it always used to be Labor Day. So if that, I will bet money that race weekend is Labor Day in 2026. And then trying to do it for Legacy would have been a moot point because Dragon Con wins. I said it then, I'll say it again. I already had to give up MagFest for Marathon Weekend. I'm not giving up Dragon Con. I'm not. Full zipper seam allowance. Turn it, press, top stitch. Okay. Yeah, not gonna do it. 2019 was your first and only. Oh, what, your first and only Dragon Con, Erin? Or yeah, 99 was chaos. I don't even remember Electric Kitty. Where did 99 happen? Wait, hold on. Barbie Death Camp. That sounds amazing. It's better last year. Is a common theme in the Burning Man forums. Did you start getting into it in 2009? Well, that's the thing, right, Cullen? Is that when you first went to Dragon Con? Well, I'm glad it won out. Erin, did you say first and only? Does that mean you don't ever want to go back? Not your jam? Okay, this one is always like my fingers feel like they don't want to work on this one. What's for dinner? Oh, that's right, pizza. I was like, wait, I know that we talked about it. It's like, wait, is dinner Ratel and chips? I don't. Yeah, I mean, I just couldn't remember. Hunter! Oh my gosh, thank you for using your Twitch Prime sub. It's good to see you. A lot of things have to be in your favor. Well, fingers crossed that they become in your favor. Hunter, how are you? I'd love to see you there. What's going on, friend? Thank you for that resub. Hunter, I believe Hunter was a day one sub. I think so. 45 months. I appreciate you, friend. Yay. I'm so excited to be able to do Dragon Con content again, and race content with the pocket. I don't know why I stopped, but now that I have that stuff, I'm so excited to do it. You're doing well. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad. I am doing markedly better than I was yesterday, but mostly because now I have a plan, even though that plan is expensive. It is a plan, and it will get me to closer to where I need to go. And I think looking back, sewing has been hard for me mentally over the past month and a half, and looking at what was going on with that machine, now I can feel the difference in how I'm viewing it based on the fact that I replaced it. Like I can already feel like relief. So I'm excited, and hopefully we'll get some things back in motion. The other thing I have to do tonight that I don't want to do on stream, just because I feel like I'm winging a lot of it. And when I do that, I feel like it's always better if I do that off stream. When I'm in a time crunch, I don't mind. Whoa, calm down. I don't mind winging it when time's on my side on stream. But when it's not, I'm like, ah. So I am doing my costumes for the Disney Princess Half Marathon weekend, which is coming up in a little less than 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today, we'll be asleep. No, having dinner, getting ready to sleep in prep for the half marathon the next day. And I have, hello, Zizo. You're wearing socks of your own volition.
I tried to sew it together again.
Did you?
They just keep coming apart.
Oh, well, how about that? I am doing hopefully three costumes. One I'm probably just gonna buy because A, time, and B, I just don't feel like figuring out how to do it. Yes, we heard.
Costumes are you making?
You want to see them?
Sure.
All right. So for the 5K, I'm making it up. But we're all doing 50s villains. Hold on, come here, I'll show you. Hold on, let me find.
Oh, you're looking at that cookie? That cookie?
Yeah, well, that was from when I printed out your...
Oh, you still have that open?
Yeah. Well, because I saved them because I want to make them too.
You want to make those?
Yeah, they're really cute. For Christmas, I got these sewing patterns for Zozo.
Well, I mean, don't show it to them because they're paid.
I'm not going to show them all the details. So, costume number 1 is going to be, we're doing 50s, like, sock hop style Disney villains. So I think I'm going to do the Queen of Hearts. I haven't decided yet. All I know is that Ursula's taken and that Hades is taken. So that. 2, so that's for the 5K. For the 10K. Hold on. Here it is. For the 10K, there is a parade in the Magic Kingdom called the Festival of Fantasy Parade. And on it is one of my favorite floats. Rapunzel is one of my favorite princesses. Hi.
I was carried.
And in front of the float is these dancers. I'm trying to get Andrew to dress up like this guy. The dragon, I love the dragon too, but so I'm trying to get Andrew to be this guy, the mime, but I am making this.
That looks hard.
Yeah, nothing like doing something easy. I have a ruffle foot. I'm not super worried about that.
What's a
A ruffle foot is a foot that makes ruffles.
That's not
So do you know what ruffles are?
No.
Okay, so see how the top of this is gathered and the bottom is not? Those are ruffles. Ruffles are when, here, I'll show you. So if I were to ruffle this, I would make pleats, right? Which a pleat is like that when something goes over. Will you hand me my pin bucket?
These are all such goofy words.
What, ruffles?
Yeah.
Well, it's just a
I
thing.
saw that.
Yeah, I know. So see how I've made this? That little fold? It's called it's a pleat, but it's like a ruffle, right? And then I do another one, and I can hand ruffle too, but I have a ruffle foot, right? So I do this up top. And, you know, try to keep them even.
I cut this out terribly.
You did a good job. So see how at the top it looks like that, and at the bottom it's like flared out?
Yeah.
See how that is like that?
Yeah.
So this will be, so it's called ruffles. And I have a sewing machine foot that will sew and be like, okay, so every 6 stitches, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it has a little lever, and it does this.
Oh.
So it ruffles in, right? And sews while it's doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right?
You think I should sell
1, 2, 3,
plushies
4,
when I
5,
get good
6.
at
I
making
think you should sell plushies when you get good at making them. Absolutely, I do. So then you have something that looks like this, and it is a ruffle, right? And so I have all those colors and all that, those ribbons, and I just need to sew it on. And then I have a white skirt. I have white fabric that I need to make into a skirt, and then I'm going to attach them, and we'll be good.
Pretty- That looks nice.
Thank you. Well, we'll see how it comes out. I have the shirt and the base corset and the head thing. So we'll see how it goes later today. But again, since I am taking that picture and making the costume, it will be interesting to see how it goes. It also has a really big hoop skirt on it. I think it might even have a thing on the back, but I don't know for sure. Like a belt on, like a bow on the back, but I don't know. It's hard. There's not a whole. Oh wait, hold on. I lied.
I should buy a bunch of squeakers and put them in these.
You should. My gosh, Flickr.
Does anyone use that?
Not since 2014. That.
Like specifically 2014, everyone just suddenly stopped using it.
Yeah. No. I've seen there were a bunch of people from other parades. Oh, look at that little girl who has. See, it's really cute.
Then why is it showing you light switch covers?
Because it's Pinterest, and Pinterest is. Oh, okay, good. This is a good picture of the back. Oh, okay. No, there's
Maybe
nothing
because
different
it
in the
looks
back.
like the colors were kind of similar to it,
Maybe.
so it thought it was the same thing.
Yeah. Okay, so in the back. Cool. Okay. So that will be my after stream fun.
Can I try sewing this together?
Can you? No, I'm using my machine right now.
Oh.
Yeah. And the other one's not plugged in, or else I would let you. And I still have to get the cover for your machine. See, I have it up.
This page isn't working.
I know it loaded. See, that's right. That is what we need. I just have to get it because I went to that shop to see if they had it, and the shop was closed.
Like forever?
It was sort of. It was one of those things where they have. What's the question? What's the thing? They had a sign up that said, "Oh, well, here's our new hours," and their new hours are like 2 days a week for 3 hours each.
And you don't have the time for that?
I don't. It's not even that I don't have the time for that. It's just I don't have the time for that. Like I'm at work, right? So they're open only when I'm at work.
I could go over there.
You could.
I have a scooter.
You do have a scooter. That is true. However, it takes Mom 25 minutes to get there, and I have to go on the toll road.
Oh.
So I don't know if you could scootaloot there. I feel like, I feel like that would be a bad time for you.
Look at what I put on the dog. Look.
Oh, it's like Mickey Mouse ears.
I don't think it really looks like that.
You're stuck. You don't have the right combo of webbing, zipper tape, and hardware. Oh no! Oh. Well, so here's the deal, though. Have you gotten it's not lost work, though, right? You can come back to it once you get what you need, right? I know. I'm trying to put a shine on the rose. If you would rather, I just said, I'm really sorry. That sucks. I could also do that because it does. I will start with that. I'm really sorry. That sucks. There are, and so I try not to be that person, right? And I apologize because I kind of was there. So let's talk about it. People are allowed to be, in fact, it is healthy to be some level of upset about something. And I am trying to be better about that. There are some people that when someone says, oh my gosh, this is so wrong, they immediately will try to fix it for you, right? I don't need things to be fixed, right? Like I often just need to be able to say, this sucks, and have a friend say, you're right, that does suck, right? But there are people who, and I get it, it's a them thing, and I'm not trying to say that they're wrong, but there are people who will not let you be upset. They will immediately try to fix you. And I'm like, I don't need to be fixed in every situation. I'm good. Okay. So we have top stitched over that. And again, it's all from a good place, right? It's not, no one's being malicious here. It's just, some folks get uncomfortable when you can't, when other people are upset. And honestly, sometimes I'm going to be upset. Like, even with my dad, like, there were people who, like, I was, like, sad about the fact that my dad died. And there were people who were like, well, you know, it's going to be brighter someday. It'll feel better someday. Well, it might not. It's okay that it feels pretty shitty right now. Sometimes the best thing you can do for someone who is sad is ask them, like, hey, will you feel better if I X? Right? Would you like, and you don't always have to leave the burden to them to decide what will make them feel better, because sometimes if people are in a bad enough place, it's hard to do, right? I try to give options, right? Would you like to make a blanket fort and watch a movie? Would you like to cuddle? Do you want a beer? Do you want a hug? Do you want to just sit here and tell me how much everything sucks and have me tell you, I agree, that sucks? Do you want me to listen quietly? Do you want advice? I try to be better about that, because not what makes me feel better doesn't make other people feel better, right? And it's all good intended, but I'm trying to be better about that. Right? A blanket fort sounds awesome, Viking Witch. More blanket forts. Right. That to me is toxic positivity. Some people talk about like, oh, you're so positive. I'm like, well, I mean, sure, I think I am. But part of, to me, positivity is understanding and acknowledging that things aren't always going to be good. Sometimes things are going to suck. Let's figure out how to get through it. Right? How can I help you get through it in a way that is good for you? But yeah. Other colors, you're like, no, go away. See, there you go. Well, I wish you luck with it, Sandra. That sucks. I hope you find a solution. Oh, God. But yep. What'd you say, Zaza?
He's just staring at me.
Because he loves you and he's looking at you.
Or I think he's next to a toy.
Or he could be looking at the toy, or he could be trying to decide how he could eat you. I don't know. You might look delicious. Right? Like, he might want to run you over with his car. I don't know.
Brody doesn't have a car.
How do you know? Do you know what he does when you're sleeping?
No.
There you go. I'm sure he eats stuff off the floor. I am sure. All right. It's time for the side piece. My favorite part of this bag. The side piece. Okay. exterior side piece, which is this. And that's the bottom. That's the bottom. There's the... Yeah, I'm with you on that. I need to stock up on. We should have like a joint shopping trip, like online shopping day. Sandra, I am low on like some. I actually had Andrew write it down because I kept forgetting. I'm low on things like rectangle rings. Like what the hell? Like weird things to be low on. So. Like in generic things. I'm not low on any of my custom hardware, right? Like I just got a whole bunch of Star Wars stuff. I can't wait to sew that bag. Did I show you that bag? Oh, that's what you're missing? Oh, see? Friends. Oh no. What, babe?
Just got my first win.
Yay for a win! What class were you playing?
I was in Mystery Heroes.
Oh. Oh, wait. Not your first comp win, your first win-win? Oh, I love you.
I'm done now. Like, I'm not going to play for a while.
Oh, no.
Salty.
Oh, no.
But I think I'll play the game that's kind of majestic.
Okay.
So,
Well, we love a good play of the game.
I'm going to save it right now. I will share it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there are people here's the deal. You want someone, oh God, what was this? I saw it was like a poem or a quote from someone the other day that was like, I won't be offended if you don't invite me to your dinner table, but I will be hurt beyond compare if you leave me out of your grieving, out of your mourning, out of your pain. And I was like, ooh, and it was more articulate than that, but I was like, oh, right? People who refuse to allow me to be upset no longer get a place in my grief. I don't trust them. They will always hear that I'm fine, that I'm okay. And if you are someone who I talk to who always hears that, that's my MO anyway, so don't feel offended. Right? Like, it's hard to tell what's the difference there for me, but it's an internal thing. Like, I won't ever go to someone who does that to me for anything if I need. And those are the folks that when you are in, like, there are people who, when my dad died, I don't think I heard from them other than like a cursory, like, general, like, Facebook-like, right? And these are people who I normally would have considered, like, you learn a lot when that unfortunate event happens. But like it's like, whoa, okay, I thought we were in a different place, but I guess we're not. All right. Right. No personal follow-up. No, how you doing a week later? Honestly, and we have a friend who is going through a parental death situation, and it's always tragic. And, husband was saying, we should check on them,
Look at the dog.
for the next couple weeks, and make sure that, I don't think he likes that. Here's the deal. Check on them 6 months later, a year later, because I will tell you,
Flew off of him.
oh jeez, my grief now is just as strong in a different way than it was 6 months ago, 7 months ago, 8, whatever it was, right? Like, I still have dreams all the time. Like, was it last night, babe? Or the night before? Where I had the dream where I was constantly trying to figure out how to keep my dad from dying? 2 nights ago. Yeah. That was my dream. You know how sometimes you have different dreams, and then other times one dream is like the theme of the night and everything comes to that. It goes to it. That's what it was for like an entire night. He died in June, right? It doesn't, when people say it gets easier, I think it just gets less frequent. In terms of like the intensity of it, but it doesn't get easier. And I I will never lie to you all, and I would never sugarcoat it. And somebody the other day said something again very poignant, which was, the hope is when it comes to that is that we bury our parents and outlive our children, and that is what you want. But I'd rather do neither. Right? So thank you, Soup Color. I appreciate it. If you're not invited to the sorting hat ceremony, then are we friends? Right. It just changes and we learn how to carry it in a different way. Somebody, what is it? The ball theory? Somebody said like grief is like a ball in a box. And every time it hits the side of the box, it hurts. Right. And that eventually either the box gets bigger or the ball gets smaller. And so it hits the side differently. Less. Right. However, I think the analogy I heard was that the ball gets smaller. And I would posit that the ball never gets smaller. Your box just gets bigger. Your life goes on, and theirs does not. And that never gets easier. It just gets different. Hey, Shay, what's going on? Did I kill my Etsy site? I did not. Dreams really kick you in the proverbial nuts. Oh, 100% Crimson. Poor Andrew. This has been a rough year for me, probably waking him up in the middle of the night with dreams that aren't going well. But I appreciate it, Soup. Is it not loading, Hunter? Unless Etsy's doing some effery. I hear Andrew frantically typing over there. If you tell me where you're trying to access from and where it's not working, I can help. Just lurking per usual. Well, I'm glad to hear you here. Oh, that's the one when you hit merch. That is the merch site. You're looking for the Etsy shop. That's oh God, why does everything have to be complicated? Sorry. If you go to shop. That's the site you want to go to, and then there's an Etsy shop link at the top, and that should bring you to my Etsy shop.
While you're sitting down, there's a clip for you.
Oh, there's a clip for me. Oh, no, you're totally okay. Where'd you put it? In Discord. Okay. Oh, you're playing her?
Mystery Heroes.
Oh, because Mystery Heroes. Okay. Yeah. All right, so let's see.
They're top healing too.
Oh, nice. Sewing, resizing some shirts. I love it. Shaver. I love it. People suck with death. That's the other thing too. Is I try to be tolerant in the fact that people do suck with death. I'm one of them. So yeah. But people do also suck. So yeah, we do learn who's a real one. Yeah, that is true. I learned a lot of that last year. You had one a few weeks back of you seeing your father on the street with a 6 or 7. Oh my gosh, that's. Oh, I hope you're okay. All right. Nurble wanted me to show. Here he is. He's right here. He's right here. He's right here. He's right here.
Oh. There we go.
He wants me to show you his play of the game. I love it when he's proud of himself.
There was much work involved. There was not much work involved.
Far too sheltered from the realities of death as a society. It's true. We don't know how to talk about it. No one teaches us how to talk about it. Right? I mean, there's that too. So, all right, here's his play of the game. Four. You're the healer!
But they're so grouped up.
Did you hear what her quote was too at the end?
No.
I thought this would be harder.
She's sassy.
She is sassy. Right, I'm a healer butt energy. That's her entire character is massive. I'm a healer butt energy.
On Stormy's tail?
Oh my gosh. Zoe.
Going to talk to
please, thank you. Zoe put a thing on Stormy's channel. I do want to show you my last play of the game since we're talking about it. We're not going to play Overwatch. If you're like, wait, I thought this was Makers and Crafting. It is. I'm just, since he showed me that, I'm showing him this. Showing you all this, rather, really quickly. Nope. History, game reports. Yeah, my competitive record yesterday was absolute garbage. Eat it! Team kill. Me and Moira, we're friends. Right? Making plays and crafting. And then, wait, I don't think this is the one I was looking for. Oh, maybe it was. Do they... this is the thing. There's no... It doesn't save play of the game as much as it saves, like, you have to get it right away.
Let's save it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always forget. Like, look at yesterday. Yesterday sucked.
Yesterday's awful.
Look at this. We won... We won 2 games yesterday. That's it.
That was it. I'm in the same boat. I mean, I've won today out of like 10 games.
Oh my gosh.
So.
But this, we were pretty, like, this was pretty, was it that one? Yeah, I did pretty well as Arisa there. I need to get better at her, her spin crap and how do I, like, negate more things. Like, my damage mitigation for her is okay. That's how I would be better with her, is damage mitigation. All right, back to our regularly scheduled sewing.
I have a question.
Yes, sweetheart.
First question is, did you want anything to eat, like some cheese and crackers or anything?
I would love some cheese and crackers.
It's like 4 o'clock and I wanted to...
Yeah, no, I would love that. Thank you.
Dinner like 7, 8.
Yeah,
Second question is, do you mind if I do a thing?
I don't mind at all.
Okay.
Please do.
I'll do that and then take a shower because...
I need to also take a shower because I'm feeling really weekendy. And by that I mean, like, I didn't shower yesterday. Because, you know, weekend. Hi, Doom. What's going on? Brian, happy Sunday. How are you? What's the Half-Life logo? Oh, it does look similar. How did they not get sued? Half-Life logo in Overwatch. Interesting. I just saw that when I searched for it. I have been enjoying Overwatch more than perhaps I should. I did also, I'll see what happens with the new season. I did almost buy Warcraft 3 yesterday too. Because it's on sale. Diablo 4 Standard Edition is also on sale for 40% off. They have a bunch of packs on sale. But, like, a bunch of, like, flying mounts on sale in Warcraft. A bunny. Oh, God. God, I'm so glad I stopped playing that game. It's so expensive with all those cute things. But Warcraft 3 holds such a place in my heart. I love it so much. Oh, it's only $15. That's half off. That's half off. I mean, it's a bargain. But yet, so that's the thing I've noticed kind of that was, I feel like wasn't part of healers in the past on Overwatch. I will often switch to a damage. Like if my team's just taking massive amounts of damage, I'll play Mercy. But if they are at all, in need of more damage, I will play either Zenyatta or Moira. I can, with both of those characters, out DPS the DPS and have highest healing. Like, so I don't understand how they have not nerfed those characters. Like, I don't get it. I don't. Because it's like, what? Right? Like, their damage is so high. There's some interesting updates coming for the new season, which starts, I think, in a week. Something like that. I have enjoyed that I'm back into it, right? So I've been playing for a couple weeks now, about a month now. A little over, actually. It was right before Christmas. I am enjoying it. I actually am enjoying it a lot more now than I was when I left, when I stopped playing it. And I only stopped playing it because Bobby Kotick was, doing things. Allegedly. So the new season is going to have things like, they're going to nerf, healing's getting completely changed. Everybody who's not taking damage will now passive heal, like, after 2 seconds from not taking damage. And then, but if you're taking damage, your healing received is 20% less. Like, wait, what? You wish it oh my gosh. I have not had a port wine cheese ball in like so long. I forgot about those. They're so good. That's like a core memory of my childhood. It's my parents getting those and like the Pepperidge Farm square cakes and like having to sneak them because they were not for kids. I'm glad you're doing great, Doom. If I had to pick what cheese would I pick with my crackers? Sorry, I missed the first part of that. Munster. Always Munster with crackers. Although apparently also port wine cheese. I also love a good garlic and herb soft cheese, like goat cheese. You still get those cakes? Really? Oh, that's awesome. Hickory Farms. Camembert with your... Nice. I also love a good soft brie with a mild rind, right? Like, it has to be like a real soft buttery brie for me. I don't like baked brie. I don't like really strong brie. I will be that person with a strong brie that cuts the rind off. But I don't like to do that. Like, we got a good brie at, I want to say it was Christmas. Oh, so good. So good. I just like cheese. For you, brie has to be melted. You know, a lot of times I'm in the same boat. This stuff we get at Christmas was super, super good, as is. They're great frozen. Interesting, Crimson. Like, you're eating it frozen. Smoked Gouda, very good call. Tiny little bag was almost $8. Jeez Louise. Hey, Queen Elizabeth. Welcome. It's good to see you. How are you? Oh, hold on. You tried cheese with chorizo in it. You know, I bet it would be good. I am not big on hot, like on spicy. I wish I was. I really do. Because I like the flavor of spicy, right? Like, when I have managed to like consume it, right? Or find something that I can have, I've always enjoyed it. And I can have the kind of, and it's funny too, because I find that some people can do one and not the other, and I guess I'm that person, but some people can do like the type of heat that comes from, you know, like a pepper or, you know, something like that. And that's where they enjoy that, but they don't enjoy the heat that comes from like horseradish, like really strong horseradish. Whereas you, I have joked, like the cocktail sauce at the Melting Pot, which is a fondue restaurant, is historically extremely, extremely strong. And I love it. You could give it to me, like I could eat a spoonful of it. My nose would burn, but I love it so much. You cut a piece of it off as frozen. That sounds delicious. You're good? I'm glad to hear it, Queen. The cheese with chorizo wasn't spicy. Nice. Okay. I like the taste of chorizo. Easiest party cheese dip. Take a cast iron pan, put queso I don't know what that is, but splash of beer in the oven till it melts. Ooh! You know what I should have made for today? I'm going to show you real quick. If I can find it. Shrimp dip pan cheese. I might have to find it in, do you ever have a time? Okay, so I need to organize my TikTok saved files, which is a sad thing to have to say. Let me see. View profile. Favorites. Okay, hold on. There's a TikTok app for desktop? Of course there is. Hold on. It's found in the Hispanic. Okay, cool. I was saving stuff for a while in categories, but then I stopped. Okay, really quickly. Look at this little, look at this gentleman.
Distinguished gentleman. Look at the way he is sitting. Yes, very distinguished.
I need that bow tie for my dogs. If you did not see it, kind of apologies. All right, food. This was like one of the first things I ever saved. So like it's got to be like way at the beginning of like time for my TikTok. Right? That doggo was great. Did you see what the bow tie said? I loved that dog, by the way. That I need to get another Shih Tzu. I do. It's a need, not a want. There it is. Look at me finding it. Thank you for the follow. How I found this. Little black unicorn.
Something out of nothing. Today we got some spicy jalapeno shrimp queso, and be careful with this recipe because if you make it for somebody, they're gonna want it every time they see you. To our shrimp,
babe,
add in some black pepper, then throw in some smoked
I think
paprika,
I have to go to the store,
garlic
y'all,
powder,
and make
some
this.
ground cumin, and a dash of salt. Add your shrimp to a hot cast iron skillet till they look like this. Then take those out and add in some red onions, some diced jalapenos,
hey, DC.
some tomatoes, a lot of garlic. Then throw in some Velveeta and cream cheese, a little Kobe Jack, some pepper jack, and then some Oaxaca cheese. Once all that is silky smooth, take your shrimp, throw those in there, then top the whole.
Is that the Oaxaca? Is that the cheese you were just talking about, JB?
You know we gotta have
JWB?
some fresh chips.
John?
Take some corn tortillas, fry them up for a couple minutes so they look like this. Then take your queso out the oven,
Okay.
top it with the shrimp, grab a chip, and hope it don't break. All right, y'all. Let's make something out of nothing. Today we got some spicy jalapeno.
I mean,
It's a good piece of advice.
I mean, it's so funny though because do you see a theme in all of my TikToks? Sewing, fashion, eating, how to dance, how to do my hair differently. I love her, by the way. She's amazing. Down's a Lactaid pill. No joke. Babe. I'm going to have to show him that to see if we're going to make that because I would like to. Yeah, I would need another Shih Tzu. I love my big dogs. I do. Do I want another big dog that is, yes, I do. But do I want a small dog first? I do. You should go work out so you have snacks later. Yeah, that's the thing. I need to work out first before I make stuff because I need to run today. But not because I need to work out to be able to eat because that's bullshit. I don't want to be working out with a big stomach full of cheese and shrimp. Andrew? I'm going to have to text him. Hi, babe. I think I might call an audible on dinner. Hi, babe. I may have an alternate dinner idea. But yeah, I really want to get another Shih Tzu. I miss Packet so much. I would love to rescue one. I did rescue Packet. I don't know. Shih Tzu, Colorado Shih Tzu adoptions. Oh, now I'm looking. What have I done? Okay, sorry. Sorry, I know we're gonna make stuff, but I have made a mistake. Hi, Diamond. Hi, Diamond. Hi. Am I your mommy? Maybe. Don't do it. Don't go to the store this evening. Oh no, what? Oh, Ruby, you look a little bit like Packet, but different. A funny personality. Oh. Hi, Ruby. Oh, it's a mix. Okay, there's 3 in Colorado? 3? And then this rudeness down here, showing me the price drop on shoes. Oh my gosh. Look at them. Is he showing his little cheeky butt? Is he being a cheeky monkey? Oh. He's being a little cheeky monkey. 4.5. Why did someone not like it? Roomy for those with wide feet. Okay. I love them so much. Copy. I'm going to add them to my throne wish list. I'm going to figure out what side. We do need, oh my gosh. We do need an ADHD emote for me. Like a squirrel emote. So, but what if I went to the store? Well, she's gone. Yeah, Viking, you're not wrong. What if I went to the store like nowish? Oh, doesn't the Super Bowl start in 14 minutes? That's the thing. It's 4:30. Would we ever get to it? Crimson, the attack. The realness of that attack. I just found our next dogs.
Okay.
Ruby is now my ride or die. And I want these shoes. Look at him with the cheeky monkey butt. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
And then there's my new dogs. Look at Ruby. She's so cute. And then look. That's Diamond. And look, Ruby looks just like Packet, but different. And then this one we don't want. But like, look. Mm-hmm. That one's just in Parker. And then here's the food. You're projecting. Remember this?
Let's make something out of nothing. Today we got some spicy.
I'm the problem. It's me. So I was suggesting that as an option for today. If you're not in the mood for it, that's fine. Okay, then I will not go. Cypher was warding me off the store. So
Yes, because I was in the store and I don't like not go back.
I mean, I would go back.
Plus, I can't drive right now.
I can drive. Look up. Ow. You okay?
Yeah, I just did a thing, so I can't drive right now.
Yeah, I know. I can drive though.
Okay.
All right, go take a shower. Or not. I mean, either way. Like, I didn't mean that. Like, go take a shower.
Yeah, I'm not feeling shrimp.
Okay, if you're not feeling it, then that's fine. We'll make that next time we have people over who can eat shrimp. So not Lily and Beth.
But Ruby and the boys.
Ruby and the boys. And it looks fairly gluten-free, so. Yeah. All right, once you have a couple of based, okay. An animated squirrel. Yeah, babe, we need an ADHD emote, like our squirrel, like a when I squirrel emote. Right? I think it's what he's thinking.
I just see a squirrel like running by that just says ADHD underneath it.
I don't know about that.
But
Well, because I feel like I would want something a little bit more general because not everyone in our community has ADHD. Right? I do. Right? Others do. We want to make it generally useful. Looks up from her hyper focus. I know, I'm calling out a lot of people here. Andrew's thinking. And I'm not talking about anyone in specifics, anyone in particular. Okay, here it is. But where's the foot I need to do the thing with the stuff? I will say I'm extremely proud of myself that I have not looked at the email for the sewing machine and tried to figure out when it's going to get here, but now I am. Oh, really, right. Good. Mad shopping for webbing, disassociating with manga. You know what? Diagnosis, like, I'm not someone who, because there are people who say, like, you have to be diagnosed. I think that's, I don't know that I agree with that. There are so many people who, like, sure, if mental health care was free, right? Like, it can be so cost prohibitive, right? And wait sometimes to get in can be so long, right? Like, years of working in your field with your short attention span. Yeah, mine has always been there for me. Let's see. When will my order ship? Parts and accessories usually ship within 48 hours. Machines ship in 2 to 3 weeks, and then it takes a week to get here. So it could be a month. Oh no, it could be March. Y'all, I can't. I wish I hadn't looked. I'm weak. I'm weak. They need to be able to, they need to say, you know what? We know who this is. They won't. We should send this out yesterday. That's what needs to happen. It won't. But that's what needs to happen. Remodeled a closet with IKEA stuff. So I'm actually looking to do that. I have seen a lot of tutorials. I might have some saved, Crimson, that I can send you. If you remind me on Discord, I'll look them up for you. I have been looking to do it. Yeah, that's the thing, Shay, right? It's a 2-year waiting list. Your doctor isn't big on listening. See, that's not okay. And how are you supposed to get a diagnosis if your doctor isn't listening to you? Like, that's not okay. That doesn't make it easy for you to, right? Like, so why, I cannot hold that against anyone, right? So when people are like, oh, well, I'm undiagnosed, it's, to me, that means you just haven't had a chance to get to a doctor, right? It doesn't invalidate where you're at. Like, there are some people I have seen in this world, though, who will say, oh, well, I have X. And I might not immediately, if I was their psychologist, I would probably investigate a little bit more, but I'm not, so it doesn't matter, right? Like, I decided not to go into that field, so I don't have a place at that table. Easy peasy. Right, so... Wire shelves are pulling out. The plaster walls don't like things being screwed into them. Oi. Yeah, the IKEA set stuff looks like the IKEA setup looks really good. Oh, take care. Favorite. Oh, so you're streaming, Cypher? Asking for a friend. Friend is me. The friend is me. I don't know. Oh, I appreciate you. I asked, so, right. It's me. I'm the problem. Yeah, the Kallax stuff is good, but the cubes are kind of small for me. Like, I have the cubes here. That's what this cutting table is. Started a Will Origin run with the intent of romancing Astarion. I am here for this. I need to, you know what? I might, oh gosh. I have my off-stream playthrough of Baldur's Gate that I need to play more too, because I would like to finish the game, even if it takes us a while to finish it on stream. I would like to finish it in general because I still haven't seen it. I just got to Act 2, so I need to do that. Maybe I'll play alongside you as I watch you play in a little bit. I also need to make my princess costume, so I'll probably be round-robining things anyway down here. So my kid wants to watch the Super Bowl for the commercials, the Superb Owl. And by the way, Andrew and I have Superb Owl towels coming out. We did not make them in time for the game, but we will have them. Probably What We Do in the Shadows themed, because, but maybe just general owl themed. We'll see. But yeah, so I know I'm loving Baldur's Gate it's such a good game. It's such a good game. It's hard to say it any other way, right? It's so replayable. There's so many different paths and stories you can take. As someone who never played anything Baldur's Gate before, right? I have been thoroughly impressed. Like, I didn't play either of the other two ones, which people seem to find a little surprising. But no, I have enamored by these games, and right, DC, yeah, I avoided, not purposefully, I just never played them. But yeah, not that you were saying that, but just in general, I love it a lot. Geez, Sandra, she sounds super helpful. Like, her whole job is to help you. Like, is there anyone else in your practice you can see? I'm sorry, that sucks. You don't need advice. Or both. It's true. I could do both. I figure the kid his Superb Owl attention span will be very short, especially if the Deadpool trailer is like in the beginning. Right? Okay. Line up, lining right sides together. Stitch with your full seam allowance, taper at the top end. Okay. Playing a halfling barbarian so you can throw things. I love that. Oh, it started, hasn't it? Or is what time's the kickoff? You don't get it. You get your meds adjusted by seeing her colleague. He bumped it too high, so she had to adjust it back down. You gotta... Oh, yeah, I don't... Why? I don't know. I don't understand why people... Like, it's not like... I don't know. Maybe it's because some ADHD meds have meth in them. Maybe. I mean, that could be it. But... Oh, she was surprised that it made a big difference? I'm surprised that this thing that you've been wanting to try for a while, that I didn't, when you actually got someone to try it, made a huge difference. That sounds about right. Why didn't I think of that? I don't know. Jan, why didn't you think of that? Right? I hope everybody's had a good weekend. Oh, it's your thyroid med. I meant the ADHD button, but you hadn't talked to her about that. Like the thyroid med she wouldn't bump up? What the hell? They tested my thyroid recently. It was looking pretty good, which I'm surprised at because the amount of cold that I get, like when I told her that I was getting cold flashes, she like immediately tested my thyroid. And I'm like, I appreciate it. It's not it. I mean, I didn't know that it wouldn't be it, right? So I'm glad she did. But, it's not it. So I get cold flashes, like some people get hot flashes. They are so bad. Like, I will be in bed, and it's, like, painful cold. Like, some people are like, oh, I like to be cold. Yeah, I like to be cold, too. I don't like to be so cold that I am under, like, 3 blankets, wearing an Udi, like one of those wearable blankets, wearing one of those with, like, a heating pad against me and, like, a foot warmer on, and I'm still, like, teeth-chatteringly cold. It's not good. It's not a good look. In fact, it really sucks. Like, yeah, it's not my favorite. I'm glad she checked it. Yeah, yeah, me too. But it was nothing, and I don't understand how that's a thing. Like, my iron looks okay. I don't know what just happened. Did something just happen and somebody cleared chat? I did not do it. I wasn't touching anything. For once, it was not me. Let me see. I think someone might have hit a button by mistake. It says it was enabled by me. Okay. That's weird. Okay. Yeah, no, nothing sketchy was there. Turn off follower only mode. Turn off slow. I wasn't touching anything. That was just weird. Okay. Okay, that was odd. Because I had hands on my project. Not even close to the bot. Sorry. Sorry, it also sends a message to my Discord server when that happens. Weird. Okay. And it sends that, I guess that's really the only answer, right? My hands were on the project. That's so weird. Yeah, that is weird. But it was definitely me. Oops. Sorry. weird. Okay. Well, you know. That's the thing that just happened. Fun times. Okay. Let's go back to that. Over here. Crap does happen, in fact. Because, like, I was cutting, right? I might have bumped something. Always a possibility. The only thing that makes me upset when it happens, is that it does ping all my mods. But luckily it only does it here. It doesn't do it in everyone. So it's, if someone was like offline, they wouldn't get the ping. So. I just don't like to bug people. Hey, Cake, I appreciate it. I know I appreciate it. I just respect all of your time. Good to see you. And I like to make sure it's well spent. What's that? Oh, that's for a different purse. Okay. It's like, why is that on the floor? Okay. Okay. Match the free edges. Oh, I'm gonna. We're almost done. If you see this and you're like, wait, that kind of looks like a bag. It is. We only have, I think, 4 more pages of pattern, and the last one's real small. 4 more pages of pattern to go, which is how I always, the weird system of measurement I use to, go over how much is remaining on the bags. So I need to iron this and then top stitch and baste. And then we're going to put on the bottom. And then we're going to put on the back. Put on the strap. Sew it all together. Sew the back together, rather. And then from there, we turn it inside out. And we have a bag. We will birth the bag. We love a good bag birth. You are. I have always saved all of my pieces of stabilizer for stuff just like this. Because look at that. This could have been thrown away, but no. It fits perfectly on that. And this stuff's so spendy. So anytime I use it and I cut off like a hunk of it, it will be reused. Almost always. Bag birth is your tulle cover band. Wow. Wow. I mean, hi babe. Has the game started? Wait, why are we mad at CBS? Is the Super Bowl on CBS? What have they done? Okie dokie. Because they had sign language interpreters. What? Well, don't you know at home they have closed caption and that should be fine, right? Said no deaf or hard of hearing person ever. We could speak your language, but instead we're just going to make you read it. Because it's the same thing, right? It's the same thing, right? Oh my gosh.
If the good Lord had intended us to walk, he wouldn't have invented roller skates.
Hi, Tom. Yeah, I did. I mean, so as you probably, you might remember, but I try not to assume that people recall all the weird details of my life. I did take 2 years of sign language at a Gallaudet accredited school with the intent of becoming a sign language interpreter. So one of the things I had to do for my second year when we were more advanced was we had a lot of deaf community events that we got to do with permission from the deaf community. We got to embed and do a lot of deaf culture events. Nights at Fuddruckers, which is a burger place, movie nights. And there are things in the deaf and hard of hearing culture that are so easy, that would be so easy to implement, or easy maybe the wrong word, but it would not be a big lift to implement them. But people don't, because they don't even think about it. And they think, oh, well, the status quo is fine. Why would we have to change? I don't know, maybe. You don't have the game on now, okay. So I'm guessing the national anthem already started because of what Dawn is saying. I figure we probably want to let the boy know and see what level of involvement he wants to do in terms of watching. I am sorry that that's how they chose to do it. Oh, they just did the coin toss, okay. Oh, wait, hold on, I didn't iron this. I'm not super, as we talked about, I'm not super invested in, the most superb of owls. But I do, my kid wants to see the Deadpool trailer, and I just want to eat some dip. Oh, I thought you were going to bring down crackers and cheese. No, never mind. At this point, now it's almost 5. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You're okay. You're totally okay. I just wasn't sure. Don't feel really bad. I didn't mean to say it like in a way that would make you feel bad. I'm sorry. If you wanted to do dip, I wouldn't be mad about that. Well, I mean, he's not going to come out of his room unless we ask him.
Right, I'm assuming he's just going to wait for it to drop on Twitter.
Well, but he said he wanted to watch it. Did he? Yeah, and when I came down to stream, he asked me if I was going to be on, or if we were going to watch the game. Right. So I figure since they just did the coin toss, we can ask him what he wants to do.
Right, I'll go fast.
Okay, thank you, babes.
I'll break down some snake today.
Okay.
I bought you an orange soda.
You bought me an orange soda? See, you love me. I'll have it with the dip. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, could you do me a big favor? Yeah. Could you see what our elapsed time is in terms of how long we've been on? You might have to mouse over it, because for some reason my dashboard doesn't always load correctly. Like it loads like way up there.
It shows on my screen.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I just got a push notification. The Super Bowl is about to kick off. just throwing things. Probably 15, 20 seconds like every other. Oh, how many times they're going to cut to so they actually counted because people were saying, oh, they're cutting to Taylor Swift every 5 seconds. How little they actually cut to her during games. I think out of a 2-hour games, it was 60 seconds total. And it was no more than they cut to Brittany Mahomes during games. When, Patrick makes a play, they would cut to Brittany, right? Why is it weird that when Taylor's boyfriend would make a play, they would cut to her? Like, I don't get they're showing her too much. They're showing her the same way they show, like, Brittany up in the box. Or even if it's a little bit more, who gives a crap? It's 5 seconds. I think it was like a minute of total time out of a 2+ hour game. They showed her. And it's like, you know what? When people were getting all mad about it, it makes me want them to show her more. Again, I am not a big Taylor Swift fan. Do you know what's making me a big Taylor Swift fan? All of this. People are so... Exactly, Cullen. Exactly. I bet you Vegas does have a bet for it, though, Hunter. Exactly cake. Just exactly cake. Yep. So the thing is, she is such a perfect target for all this bullshit, and it makes me upset because she is very popular. And she openly does not like their guy. What does that mean? Right? That means they have to attack her because they have to discredit her, or else all of their, look at all the way that all of their daughters and sons, and their children like this person. Oh no, that she doesn't agree with me? Well, we need to discredit her. Because if we don't, suddenly, they might do things that we don't like. Same social dynamic where when women talk 20% of the time, it's perceived to be 80% of the time. Oh, yeah. Yeah. December 25th, when the Chiefs took on the Raiders, she was spotted on screens for a total of 14 seconds. The following week, she was on screen for 12 seconds in the game against the Bengals. That's gross. That's so much time. How dare. Those 12 seconds could have been somebody taking a drink of Gatorade or somebody scratching their privates. Right? I think my favorite thing I saw, controversy-wise on Twitter, was someone saying, oh, of course, right after he gets a $70,000 check for winning, she's interested in him. Well, first of all, they've been dating for, almost a year. Secondly, yes, the billionaire is super concerned about his $70,000 check. Wow. You've nailed it on the head. How could we have been so blind? Right? You are correct. Whew. Didn't even think of that. Gotcha! But then it's like, oh, you know, all these sheeple liking this Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. That's all I have to say anymore to like the really extreme folks that won't listen to anything, that have excuse after excuse for like I don't know, Colin, we might know some of those people where like they could say on June 4th this is going to happen. I know it. I've heard it. I believe it. Blah 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 blah. And then June 4th comes and goes and it doesn't happen. And it's like, the reason it didn't happen on June 4th is blah blah blah. Sheeple. You're all sheeple. Okay. Keep moving that goalpost. I look forward to seeing where it ends up next. The minute I hear someone non-ironically using the word sheeple, I know exactly who they are. Like, come on. Maybe, Hunter. Maybe. Right, she's worth more than he on, like, a massive scale. Massive scale. All right, so this is going to be the bottom of the bag, and then this is going to be the lining of the bottom of the bag. And we're going to sew that. I am not going to do this part on stream because, oof, A, I'm starving, and I'm about to get hangry, and B, I think I might have to try to wrestle the not really working well Juki to get it to go, and I don't want to do that on stream because there will be lots of swearing and it will not be my finest hour. I promise you. I promise you. Right, no grumpy on main. Exactly. We gotta, and eating is important. It's not good to not eat and not nourish your body. I just haven't, poor Andrew forgot to bring down the crackers and cheese and he feels really bad about it. Which, I mean, I'm fine, right? So, but I am about to hit that wall. So thank you all so much for hanging out. Our friend told us that they were streaming, so we're going to go say hi to Cypher back to Twitch and say hello and see what they're doing. I think they're playing, what did we say? The Baldur's Gate game, which we like so much. And I might play it alongside them. Although first what I'm going to do, so you'll see it if you follow me on Blizzard or on Discord and it tells you what I do. You will see me, how do I say, playing Overwatch. I need to play at least one comp game today. So and poor Andrew's going to be real upset if I play comp and I win a game when he's been trying to win all day. So she's playing, what is she calling it? Will Starion. She's playing a Will origin story where she could buy and run a football team if she wants. Oh, easily. So it's a run through where she's playing Will as the main and with the intent to romance Astarion. And I'm super excited to see it. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. We'll be back on tomorrow for some more sewing. And hopefully I'll have an update on the shipping for our new machine. And we'll talk a little bit more about it. And we'll get some more stuff done. But yeah, thanks for hanging out today. I appreciate all of you again.